against quality competition, 0-6 against teams currently 500 or better. We're underway from the jungle. Burton, the return man. He's got a lane and then gets hit hard as he crosses.
How they have to do it to beat Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, Burrow to throw it on first down. Pocket collapses, Burrow throws, and it's on time, but as prodigious as they've been for Cincinnati offensively have not translated into wins. And Brown is bottled up. Nickel package here for Pittsburgh, 3rd and 11 for Burrow. Flag is
found him. One person for T. Higgins in the early going.
So they'll work the schematics on Chase. Over the middle, caught by Chase. And Chase still going, but it's going to be short. Major hang time on these punts. He's averaging 50.3 yards per kick. Austin, dangerous return man, fair catch called for. And he shotgun, Wilson to throw it on first down. Loads it up and fires it downfield. A bang-bang play and a
bang play. I was wondering, are they going to keep the flag in their pocket, or is he getting there early?
Pass interference.
And the answer is he got there early.
Defense number 59. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's first down.
See, Davis Gaither's not even fine.
Is down to 4. Wilson gets them organized. Fake it. Toss it. Nice sidestep by Harris. And Harris bangs his way across
to help them out.
Pistol formation. Fake. Wilson chucks it out of bounds. Austin is back on the field. 3rd down and 3. Wilson intercepted. It's picked off by Taylor Britt. Working the sideline. Taylor Britt could go and does. Touchdown, Bengals.
Now let's see, as we see Cam Taylor Britt, who struggled recently, but on that play, he gets physical with George Pickens early. Pickens goes to the ground, and then the ball comes to Cam Taylor Britt. And no one needed a play like this more on defense than Cam Taylor Britt.
7-0. Russell Wilson intercepted as Pickens went down on the play. He was looking for a call, didn't get one. Taylor Britt with a stiff arm and score.
Corner and the receiver for the football. This one became a free play for Cam Taylor Britt.
And now Steelers in a 7-0 hole. Wilson drives it to 7 times in that loss to Cleveland on Thursday night. 4 catches, 48 yards. Pitch it. Harris. They still have Kansas City and Philadelphia outside the division on the schedule. Dump off. It's a first down. Harris and more. Beautiful spin by Harris. He's still going.
Wilson's doing in terms of rhythm and pace. He likes to throw the football downfield, and his yards per attempt over 8 for the season.
No huddle. First down at the 37. Back to the ground game. Harris, the spin against the grain. Just one catch. It was the game winner against Washington in a Steeler uniform. 2nd and 3. Wilson, check down. Harris breaks another tackle. 7-0, a pick 6 by Cam Taylor Britt for the Bengals. Fake it. Toss it to Harris. He's got room. And Howard on this drive. Harris has the majority of the yards for the team so far. Pickens, catch, run, slips out of there. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The people in front of him. There's Skoranek, 15. And then coming on the other side was Michael Pruitt, 81. And look at him take it on in there. They're trying to get him over the sideline, but look at him keep his feet in bounds. Excellent body control.
INT. Wilson responds to Pickens. All tied up. First quarter action from Cincinnati. 70-yard drive, 17-yard touchdown. Wilson to Pickens. Boswell, this is returnable from Burton at the 5. And Burton gets swallowed up short of the twitch for Harris. Prior to that, he had gone 3 straight over 100. Fake the handoff. Burrow, sidearm toss. It's handled by... Have to control the game on our terms. Burrow feeds it.
Production, and it has to start today.
3rd down and 2. Burrow looking to convert. Step and throw, and he zings it in there for T. Higgins.
Against the Chargers, and he had a big ball game.
From the gun, handoff, Chase Brown, first down. Zach Moss out with an injury. Brown had already taken over the #1 spot at running back. Slashing, another big gain. It's Brown. Diving for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown.
Right there's a knee down before he gets to the goal line, so this may be reviewed. You see the official.
First and goal. Handoff. Brown takes it in. Chase Brown didn't get the credit on the touchdown on the long run, but then they handed to him on the very next play. Pater. Win. They've been lost.
Yeah, very unusual for them, and the defense, normally one of their stalwarts, has struggled throughout this season, and that was pretty easy.
Second down and 8 here for the Steelers. We approach 4 minutes to go in the first. Wilson's pass didn't get running back. Now it's Jalen Warren. They get the play off. Wilson on 3rd and 8. Catch. Pickens turns the corner for a first down. And a spin move. There are 5, 6.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct taunting offense number 14.
He takes the hit, and then at the end, lets Pratt know that he beat him on the route, drops the ball on him.
First down, fake the handoff. Wilson floats it. Fryer move.
Decision maker and everything. Operating like a point guard right now and getting the ball to the right places.
2nd and 7. Sprint. Wilson hits Washington, who lunges for the...
The orchestration right now is all in the hands of number 3. Beside
this possession. The throw, wide open, is Patterson, former wide receiver.
green light all the way up to 9 yards deep.
2nd and 8. Another one. It's there over the middle. Time and time at first quarter numbers for Wilson. He's got 120 through the air, the touchdown and the pick. This time Patterson bounces to the outside. Patterson, yeah, he's still got a little... Jefferson in motion. Pitch it. Patterson. Take him to a penalty.
This is the end of the first quarter.
That was just run the clock and go to the second quarter. 14-7, Cincinnati leading Pittsburgh. AFC North action continues on CBS. And play of the try for the Steelers. Shotgun. Wilson fires. End zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown. Steelers. We've seen it from day one in the NFL.
And he read the man coverage, and one of the things in the scouting report, they know Mike Hilton well. Played so well for them in Pittsburgh for a number of years. But turf shoes, right? No cleats in the studio.
They're tied at 14. They get Chase involved on the outside, and Chase
responsible for trying to hold down Jamar Chase.
Pistol formation, Khalil Herbert, who was acquired from Chicago. And Herbert, a change of pace. Blocker, now in his 2nd year from Princeton. First down, Burrow settles in, throws a deep shot, flag thrown.
Because he's going to be hands-on, he's going to be physical with receivers, and you see the grab right there in the push.
Or the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 24.
Down, guard, all that. Joey Porter Jr. does a good job doing it.
Line of scrimmage is the 44, Burrow over the middle, and bounces off the hands of Hager.
To keep an eye on.
And a long sleeve as well, Evan, to make sure that right arm stays as warm as possible.
Burrow steps up, he's got room, he's going to run it, and a slide.
Jamar Chase
He did.
I will not throw you the ball again until you take that stuff off.
3rd and 2, pitch and catch, first down, Chase Brown. Burrow is 6 of 8 for 47 yards. Shotgun, spins it to the outside, caught by Brown. Central coming in. Steelers turned it over in the first quarter. Pick 6. Burrow, pressure, gets rid of it, flag down.
On that play.
Holding, offense number 89.
Playing once again without Alex Highsmith, ankle injury that he suffered late in the Washington game. This is a 2nd and 16. Burrow on time. Connection made. Defensive lineman, it's Matt Lee. Roll. Burrow pulls the trigger. End zone. Flag down.
Because at this point,
Pass interference.
as you
Defense
said,
number
this ball is
24.
going to sail out of the back of the end zone, but he doesn't even see the ball coming. He just sees Yosivas, and he just goes for him instead of finding the football. Sees it. There's Hubbard now at fullback.
Handoff. Blasted in the back.
Scouting report on that one because Hubbard was at tight end. And look at the play he makes. Didn't matter who was trying to block him. Big Cam just goes right through. It's just crazy the numbers they're putting up without the victories.
Burrow, step up, deliver, touchdown, Jamar Chase.
And in orange, this is where his game has taken a leap this year. Not just a pocket passer, good movement in and out of the pocket.
21st touchdown for Joe Burrow. Burrow, the jump pass to Chase. 21-14. Bengals in front.
We're here in Cincinnati, didn't he?
Pickens then went on to Tennessee. Patterson, return man. 9 career kickoff returns for
First, a shootout type game. Will Pittsburgh be able to keep pace?
Najee Harris is back in there. Fake the handoff to him. Wilson steps up. He's going to throw it downfield and hits on a crosser. Patterson. Steelers in business in Cincinnati territory. Stopped and cut by Harris.
Telling him that flag better be
Personal
in
foul,
my favor.
face mask, defense number 29.
Seems right.
It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. It's first down.
It's Taylor Britt. So you get the 8 yards, you get the 15 yards. That equals 23 yards. Just like that, the Steelers are at the Cincinnati 25-yard line. From the gun, feed it over the middle to Harris. And gang.
This is the, sixth start, I believe, of Davis Gaither's first half.
8 straight completions for Wilson. This is a 2nd and 9. Handoff, blast by Harris.
California?
Yes.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 21.
And it's no surprise because look who's blocking on him. That's Ben Skoranek, number 15, who's going to stay on the block to the echo of the whistle.
Harris in the backfield. Pitch it to him. Harris. A clear lane to the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rushing touchdown for Harris. It was really close.
Yeah.
Harris just takes that huge opening and does the rest. Tie game in the second quarter. 21-21. Boswell kicks it off. Returnable. Burton. Slow down from behind, and Burton's done.
Offensive line playing well, 72 rushing yards here in the early going.
It's a running play for Chase Brown.
I'm wondering if the officials are going to warn him about getting out too fast and maybe resulting in penalties.
Anticipating the edge rusher. Big hit. Yossi Vosh took it and secures it. 15-yard pass play.
And what's nice to see is that you see Elliott trying to lower the strike zone and not have the helmet go up through him. Terrific catch by Yossi Vosh.
The toss by Burrow. Hudson. 7 came on the pick 6 by Taylor Britt. Handoff. Knifing is Brown.
And he's doing it well.
We are under 5 minutes to play in this first half. High-scoring affair. Burrow steps up. Oh, didn't see the defender. The ball is free. The Steelers pick it up, and they've got it. Watt has been the best in the business doing that.
And it's also the hustle. It's the extra effort. He was past him in the pass rush, and he retraced his steps. And when Burrow stepped up to his side, Watt took advantage.
And Pittsburgh takes over. First down, Wilson. Toss it to Warren. Warren bursting through. Warren with the balance. He said, I've had it my whole life. I don't get caught up in it. I just go out and do it again and again and again. First down, Wilson tried to scoop it. Warren remains in there. Wilson looks downfield, pulls the trigger, trying to work the sideline.
Or when he came out in the second half and the ball was out of his hands quicker, he's continued that today.
Dime package for Cincinnati. Wilson, low throw for this season. This, a 50-yard attempt. Boswell, that kick. It's good.
First half, I stand by it with Russell Wilson.
Line of scrimmage is the 30, 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Lay it out there for Chase.
In the vicinity here with Chase.
Pistol formation. Brown in the backfield. Brown taking. Bengals have 2 timeouts remaining as well. Burrow out of the pocket. Burrow, fake. Burrow in trouble. He tosses it away. A yard.
They are not a sneak team.
Tight formation, movement. Cincinnati pointing in Pittsburgh's direction.
They were hoping to create that against
False
Pittsburgh.
start by the offense, number 65. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
Number 50. Call goes against Cincinnati. Pittsburgh benefits.
Rico, there's still 2:05 on the clock. Rico gets it off cleanly. Didn't get all of this one. Austin moves forward. It does take a Bengals bounce. Out of bounds. It curled just inside the 20, and the fans giving their opinion on the officiating crew. 46-yard kick. We've hit the 2-minute warning. That was Zach reacting after he saw the replay. And shown it this year. Steelers are 8-3, trying to bounce back after the loss Thursday night in Cleveland. Quick hitter to
for a call that went against them that they believe is a bad one. Can't afford to give up something here before Pittsburgh goes in.
Delayed handoff to Warren.
Offense trying to conserve those timeouts with that portion on the field where they absolutely need them.
Wilson.
The 50 as this clock winds down.
Wilson out of the pocket. Uncorks it. Complete. Warren in the backfield. Wilson comes it to the outside. Big hit here late in the second quarter.
30-second timeout.
He's wondering, Calvin Austin's like, look, I'm making some great catches, good open field plays. Why am I taking every good hit that's going on out here? Do you want to try and take a shot with Pickens, see if you can get one?
Wilson, a flip to Warren.
Want to, or you just go ahead and run your play. You don't want to take your timeout yet. You need it for the field goal.
They're running it over the middle. Another catch made by Warren. It required 2 tacklers again. The linebackers converge. We're down to 10 seconds, 9 seconds.
Clock it here.
He's looking over the sideline. We're down to 3 seconds.
Surprised they didn't take the timeout right there.
They look for Boswell. He nails it. In Cincinnati. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station. A 5-yard line for the Steelers. Second half underway. And this one with Najee Harris left for an extended period in that first half. Didn't return. He's in there now. Wilson places it perfectly to Michael Pruitt. Busy man in the first half.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 59. This penalty's declined.
Harris in the backfield. Line of scrimmage, the 48. Pitch it. Harris trying to get behind his blockers, and second down and 8. Wilson sets. It's a moon ball, and it's caught by Pickens. 36-yard pass play.
What a veteran route, because see that little subtle push off on Josh Newton, the rookie, and then he shows the late hands again. The hands don't come up for the ball until he's clear and the ball is dropping into it.
And crew.
I see Broderick Jones trying
After
to
the
calm
play
him
was
down.
over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 14. It's a
because we had one in the first half, and there it is right there. Broderick Jones having the year of George Pickens.
Pitch it to Harris.
Changes for you, and it gets stalled a little bit. See if they can snatch it back.
Wilson out of the pocket. Wilson, it's a tuck and run. Out of bounds. Still early in this third quarter. Wilson steps up. The flip. Cincinnati ready for Michael Pruitt. 42-yard attempt. Chris Boswell, it's blocked. Cincinnati makes a play on special teams.
And the league. And his guys make a play for him.
15-yard Pickens penalty through the pacing of the drive off, and the Bengals come through. Huge play on special teams. Osai blocking the field goal attempt.
Pittsburgh's medicine, because Pittsburgh leads the league this year in block kicks. In this case, Osai able to come through.
Shotgun for Burrow. Steps up, and Burrow will get dropped as he crowds in a touchdown. Motion man is Chase. 4 catches, 30 yards, and a score. Burrow avoids it, dumps it off, and it's going to be enough. Tanner Hudson.
Got Chase into the slot where they like to use him. Guys in tandem with Higgins.
It's Brown trying to bust it to the outside. And Jim Harbaugh, all he does is win. 2nd and 8. Burrow has to eat it. The NFL, 2nd sack of the day for Pittsburgh. Now a 3rd and 16 for Cincinnati. Flag down.
It's around the league.
This is now a 3rd and 21 for the Bengals. Burrow looks, he throws it, and it's caught for a first down. T. Higgins.
Signed to shadow him the entire ball game, but Terrell Austin, the defensive coordinator, switches up and plays zone. They just want that ball in front of them and make a tackle.
Yard pass play. Drive remains alive. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. Shake and bake move. Line of scrimmage is just short of the 35. Burrow pump. Burrow throw. Open man. It's caught by Gesicki. Cincinnati driving now at the Pittsburgh 15-yard line. Burrow. Underneath toss, handled by Higgins, not handled. 5:27 to play in the 3rd. Steelers up by 6. Burrow throws it. Catch made, Gesicki.
Big time downs. He's got Chase in the slot.
They couple him with Higgins. Burrow in trouble, and Burrow is dumped. This Pittsburgh lead. McPherson curves it through. Yeah, let me write this down.
Okay, please make sure you get that down.
Extra gift airing of grievances for Charles Davis. And the ball rolls to the back towards the side of the end zone.
It's Broderick Jones.
Ball's at the 20 because of the way Pittsburgh handled the kickoff. The ball bounced in the landing zone, then curled. So not to the 30-yard line, to the 20. This feels like old-fashioned football. Motion man is Jefferson. Wilson shovels it to Najee Harris. Trying to fight for
too many guys in the huddle.
12 players on the defense with the snap imminent. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
In charge out there, changing the play again.
Pitch it. Harris. Good. Cut by Harris. Still going. Harris makes another cut. Ends to go in the 3rd. Play action. Wilson fakes the toss, and then back of the day for the Cincinnati D. Shotgun. Wilson lets it fly. Complete. Skowronek. Minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Handoff. Harris. Banged
with a playbook after 3 weeks in Pittsburgh.
2nd down and 5. Wilson steps up. Wilson avoids it. Throws on the move and finds Freiermuth for the touchdown.
How about this from Russell Wilson? A step up, eyes are still downfield, and Freiermuth gets lost in the secondary. That's a 3-man rush. There should be 8 people back in coverage. Watch him here. He runs a short route. Now he goes deeper, and he finds the open space, and somehow they lose the big tight end in coverage.
Steelers up by 10. 11 straight completions for Russell Wilson. That was a flick of the wrist by Wilson to Freiermuth to extend the Pittsburgh lead. Today, 34-24, they lead the Bengals as Boswell kicks it off. This one returnable from the 6 by Burton. Burton looks to the sideline, and he...
A couple weeks ago when they lost to Ohio State, no one saw that night coming.
Burrow, quick connection made to Higgins. Be the end of the 3rd quarter.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Cincinnati in a 10-point hole. Steelers in front. The 4th quarter is next. Burrow, step up, deliver, touchdown, Jamar Chase. Bengals take the lead. Shotgun, Wilson fires, end zone, Calvin Austin, touchdown, Steelers. A lot of scoring today here in Cincinnati. 34-24. The Steelers in front. The Bengals trying to keep their season alive at 4-7. Steelers trying to maintain first place in the AFC North. Drew Sample, the Brown initially went to the outside. Now lines up inside, helping to pass protect. Slipping out of the formation, Tanner Hudson, 28. Movement. 1st and 15 now. At the 40. Burrow. That pass high and intercepted. Dante Jackson.
Not deceive. Watch as he goes to throw the football. And right there, who was it? Cam Hayward. who has been in a pass batting frenzy lately, leading to the interception.
Yeah, got just enough to change the trajectory. Pittsburgh takes over.
Feels like Cincinnati's season absolutely on the line with this possession.
10-point lead, Steelers with the football, and Wilson just...
Cincinnati in it.
Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 54. This penalty's declined. It's second down.
Is turned down by Cincinnati, so second down and 10. Running play, Warren makes the adjustment. Offense, not wasting any time. Now taking their time at the line. Wilson steps up. Wilson, flag down. He throws a deep ball out of bounds. So there's one at the line of scrimmage.
There is no foul for illegal contact because the quarterback was out of the pocket. However, holding offense number 73. This penalty's declined. It's fourth down.
Punt for the first time today.
Hope he's been stretching over there.
Not much of a rush. It's end over end. Isaiah Williams against a divisional opponent over that span. Cincinnati gets the ball back. Burrow throws. Puts it over for an interception late in that game against the Ravens. Burrow throws it. Incomplete. Flag down. Higgins and Porter battling.
Good right there. Hands on each other.
It's to go. Fourth quarter. Out of the pistol formation, Brown. 5 targets, 4 catches, 30 yards, and a touchdown. They press the line. Here they come. Burrow releases it, and the play's
Illegal formation. Offense number 71 was in the backfield. This penalty's declined. It's third down.
Third and 8. Yosivas, motion man. Burrow knocked away. Steelers have done it again. Scooped up by Wilson, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
So guess what? It's one-on-one for Herbig, and he wins with pure speed. Orlando Brown could barely get out of his stance before Herbig was upfield and past his upfield shoulder. He knocks the ball out of Burrow.
Working for so long. What a play by Herbig. Wilson in the right spot to scoop it and score for the Steelers. Now up big in Cincinnati. Boom for Tomlin.
Pittsburgh to go with some fresh people on defense. Preston Smith in the game, number 91 now.
Burrow throws it to Higgins. 500 or better. The combined record of the opponent Cincinnati has beaten is 10-34. Burrow, a soft toss. Brown, defender fell down, and Brown takes advantage. Without a 9:40 to go in the fourth. Burrow, downfield shot to Yosef.
Way too easily.
Just not feeling any sense of urgency, though, here from Cincinnati. Burrow with a high throw. Burrow is now 23 of 30, 244 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Burrow, rainbow, end zone, incomplete. Not as much, though, since the first quarter. There was a jump there. Burrow just tosses it high in the air. Incomplete.
Got what he wanted, though.
Here we go.
There were 3 fouls by the defense on the play. Offside, number 90. This penalty is declined. Before the pass was thrown, holding, number 24. This penalty is also declined. Pass interference in the end zone, number 24. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. It's an automatic first down.
Herbig, but at the end was the pass interference here down in the secondary. You see him riding him all the way through. And now you're first and goal for Cincinnati. With him through the tough times, because the good ones are coming.
Bengals need points. Burrow, bobbled, incomplete. Have it on the initial stab, but then couldn't quite gather. Now Evan was dead up in the backfield, shifts to the other side. Play clock winding down. Burrow fires it, handled by Higgins for 30. Steelers, 8:39 to go.
Catch, foot. Yep, infinity.
Kick from McPherson. This one he's going to put in the landing zone. It rolls to the 1, and Warren. Good job on special teams. Line of scrimmage is the 16. 8:34 on the clock. Run it. Harris.
On the left side of the line.
Fake. Wilson. Short toss. And Harris angles for the first down.
Almost a face mask here as he pulls the side of the head. Doesn't stay trying to get his helmet
Personal foul,
readjusted.
face mask,
Yep.
defense number 59.
41. They work the play clock right down to nearly zero. Wilson sprint out, and he will. Pittsburgh trying to move to 9-3 on the season and looking to bounce back from last week's loss. Harris. Bengals crowd the line. Wilson gets rid of it. One-on-one, hits his man. Jefferson cuts it back, and he's brought down in.
Because look how the rookie's looking inside. Talk about Josh Newton. And he reads it like it's an outside route and jumps outside, and Van Jefferson is running the slant.
Yards passing. Jefferson becomes the 10th different receiver that Wilson has found today. To go. Fake the handoff. Wilson look towards Warren. Now we'll throw it to him. The bobble, and Warren.
They went over during the mini bye, the mini open week, and changing things.
Wilson just heaves it through the back of the end zone. And
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense number 29. The penalty's half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
Working against George Pickens. See the grab right there, and you see him pulling on the jersey.
He's for 101 yards. Handoff. Harris sticks the helmet down. They're trying to push him in.
If they hadn't blown the whistle, they were.
But it's Justin Fields working out of the gun. Handoff. Wilson steps up. And Wilson not going to take any for Kuntz. Holder Waitman, 30-yard attempt now for Chris Boswell. And he's got it.
We thought going in, I'll say I thought going in a shootout favored Cincinnati. Today Pittsburgh beat them at their own game.
Return man is Burton. Cincinnati needs something here. Burton taking it to the outside, and then Pittsburgh maintains a half-game lead over the Ravens in the AFC North. Burrow, the soft toss.
DeMonte Casey is the deep safety now, charged with nothing getting beyond him.
Burrow will take what they give him. It's games on 9 days of rest. Burrow, step and throw, delivers it to Chase. We know what he can do after the catch, and there he goes. Chase down inside the 5.
That play. The best player on Cincinnati's offense gets the ball, and no one in a position to tackle him when he makes the catch.
Burrow over 300 yards on the day. First and goal. Burrow deals almost.
Had that opportunity.
That's why I told the story.
I love it.
Second and goal. Burrow. End zone. He threads the needle for the touchdown.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 24. This penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Hey.
Joseph right across the face of Cam Sutton, beats him inside. A good sharp throw, puts it on him. Beautifully thrown ball by Burrow. Joseph, good strong hands to make the catch in the traffic. But another penalty called against Porter.
Here we go. McPherson rolls it. And handled by the Steelers. That's going to do it. Running play. And Harris wants to go. Pitch it. Harris is going to fill us in.
Decline it there since they didn't get the first down. There's the hold right there. Good pickup, McCole Pruitt. Justin Fields, if he goes zone read, he's likely to keep it here.
He will. And Fields has got the first down. A slide by Fields, and that's going to do it.
Number 2's going to keep it, and he just finished it off for Pittsburgh.
And he slid. Victory formation.